Hi everyone, nice to see all of you. So my name is Johanna and I'm the HR specialist at Íslandshótel. Emmy?
Yes, hi, I'm Emmy. I'm French, and I completely underestimated how many of you would be here today. I'm also working at Íslandshótel. I'm the HR development specialist.
So the hospitality industry is not your typical business, and it comes with a lot of challenges. Our hotels never close, and there's work to do 24/7. We have 18 locations all across the country with different challenges and different needs. And the hotels are led by hotel managers, which is not your typical manager role. They have totally unpredictable days, and they need to be very flexible. Because of the nature of the roles, it's very important for us in HR to have things as simple and straight to the point as possible for them. And also, of course, being scattered all across the country, it can be difficult to ensure effective communication. So why journeys? We decided actually to start with a simple process and chose the health grant. It was only launched in March last year, so there wasn't a complete process around it yet, and it was wasting a lot of my time. So it was a perfect place to start. Our main pain points, yes, definitely keeping track. In all the identified processes, there was no overview of all the requests. It was also difficult to communicate with other departments like payroll, and there was actually no just clear list on who requested or signed what. And last year we had a total of 411 approved requests in 9 months, and that was just the first year. We are expecting a lot more this year. So as it was a new process, managers really often forgot important information which was necessary for the requests, which led to, as you can imagine, a lot of emails back and forth. All the manual steps, the saving applications, saving documents, uploading it to H3, uploading reports and lists and all of that for payroll, it was a lot of work. So you can imagine there was a lot of time wasted. I spent 1 to 2 hours per case in an average, coming back to each case, waiting for information, uploading lists and reports and all of this. This just took a lot of time. So as you can guess, it had a lot of impact on my focus throughout the day. So our key elements of our journey is definitely the status updates, as we do not have to remember to inform anyone anymore. It's all handled automatically. And we mentioned earlier that keeping track of everything was a challenge, and Journeys has definitely improved our data collection. Now HR and payroll can keep track of all of the reports and refunds, and it's easy reporting and data is never lost.
On top of that, Journeys has a lot of potential for API integrations, which save a lot of manual steps. They're really easy to set up. We personally never needed our IT team or anything. We're completely independent. And of course, the AI features, I personally am having a lot of fun with that. And these are taking care of a lot of human errors for us at this point. So now that you have a better understanding of the impact that Journeys can have in your day-to-day task, we're going to be a little bit more technical and show you how it works. So let's deep dive into our health grant process. Every process has to start somewhere. This was our shitty first draft. We're a bit in over our heads at first. We had to understand the process, understand what could be improved, what could be automated. So I'm going to show you what this journey looks like in Journeys now. Yeah, you're probably thinking that this is worse, right? I'm going to break this down. It's going to be looking much easier. The only thing you need to know here is that each of the white boxes are actions. And so every time there's a white box, something happens. So we're going to go with this overview of the process going forward. I think it looks nicer. It all starts with an external form. So our employees have the link to the external form. They want to send a health grant request. They open it, and this is what they see. Once this is done, the Journeys check the conditions, and if 1 or 2 of them are not met, then the request is declined, and an email is sent to the manager informing them on why. And then the journey stops. But let's say this employee just met all the requests, so the next step is sending an email to HR, to Johanna, for further validation. So I put the little hand emoji there because this is one of the only actual manual steps. So Johanna receives an email with all of the information from the external form, as well as all of the documents. You can review that really quickly and then fill out a form. Initially, it's just 2 questions. There is some conditioning here. If she picks yes, it's yes, great. If she picks no, there are missing information, then she gets this purple box here where she can explain what is missing, and even a text box to add even more information. If she picks decline the request, then she gets this blue text box to explain further why the request is declined. All of these informations are going to be used automatically in further steps. Once this is done, we can continue and we go on to an API step. Here we send all of our information to a third-party platform called Airtable. Journeys today handles most of your data, and that would be enough probably for a lot of people, but we like to use Airtable just for extra dashboard capabilities. Once this is done, it's just one step, we send all the documents to the HRIS. So this is this horrible part of my process here. So hopefully not as complicated as it looked. And now we're pretty much to the end of the process. At this point, we have a last condition, whether the amount was corrected or not, because that impacts what we're communicating in the email. This is how you set up an email in the platform. All the blue fields that you can see are information that you get from all these forms that you fill throughout the process. So it's all automatically filled out for you. And voila, this is the end of this help grant.
Yes, so let's get to the results. Journeys is a massive time saver. Like I mentioned before, with a health grant, I was spending 1 to 2 hours per case, but now it's around 5 to 20 minutes. And for other processes, like the transportation grant, there is actually no work needed for HR anymore. So this has simplified everything for HR managers, payroll, and there's way less manual work. The mental load has been lifted, for sure, and there's more time for projects now, other projects. And as you all know, manual admin tasks increase the chance of human errors. But with the forms, every step is spelled out for the manager. And finally, it improves communication without having to write emails. Everyone is updated at each important steps, and this makes our managers very happy and informed. Here are other aspects that have drastically improved our lives, and that is a ticket system. We implemented at the same time as the health grant for a better overview than emails in Outlook. As a ticket, it really doesn't get lost. It's just staring you in the face like close me, so it's really good. And I do get it, 100+ steps process is intimidating to look at. However, all the steps are handled with forms received by a ticket, in this case, and I really don't need to log into Journeys at all. We also have a form portal, which is provided from Journeys, and the managers have access to the link through our intranet, and it's super easy to update a journey if needed, and no one ever loses the link. So here is the form portal at the moment. We will definitely be adding more to this.
I think it's definitely worth the initial investment.
We have a lot of future plans. Finally, focus on the onboarding and offboarding, implementing change requests, development grant, and of course, more AI and code. So, thank you everyone for your attention.